I've been to one golfing major. In order to go to all four, the first three are not difficult. Well, the U.S. Open and the PGA are not difficult. You can get fucking tickets. The fucking U.S. Open and golf, I mean, they're just animals. You know, when you watch that golf tournament and you hear those people screaming and yelling, it sounds like the third show at some shit fucking comedy club on a Saturday night. Just a bunch of drunks, and they're not going to police anybody because they want to make their money off selling them booze. The Masters is the hard one because they don't sell tickets. And here's a heads up on that. The first time I did it, you get like these badges that are given to the members, and they're not supposed to sell them, but they all do. And everybody kind of looks the other way, right? So then you go to these brokers that have these badges. You pay way too much fucking money for them. Then you show up at somebody's fucking house. This is what happened to me. And the first time I did it, I went with two people, and we lucked out. And we got the badges. Me and Verzi, we went in 2010. Then a few years later, we went to go again. And I brought 5 fucking people to the same people's house. And they said, there was a mix-up with the badges. And then the lady who was going to pay us just fucking goes, I'll be right back to go get him. And she just fucking left. And that's the last time we saw her. And then the husband just waited us out on the front yard. And I was just out the money. And they completely fucked us over. And I lost a ton of money, as did a number of other people. And we were talking about trying to... Remember when we were standing outside the house just waiting for them? The neighbors came walking by going like, oh, did they screw you out of the badges? Yeah, they did that a few years before. And, just started having fantasies about burning down their fucking house and all of that type of shit. And then, I don't know. I just kind of let it go. And you know what's funny? Is every time I let it go, like fully just let it go and just be like, you know what? I did get to go to it. Part of buying scalp tickets is every once in a while you get fucked over. It happened to me at a Ravens game one time. I ended up buying some tickets that were stolen season tickets, and they kicked me out of the fucking stadium, and then I had to buy another pair of scalp tickets to get back in. I mean, it happens. But what's funny about that, when I get fucked over at the Masters, and I bought 5 of those fucking things, so I was out a lot of money. What was funny about that is every time I go to let it go, because I remember saying to the guy, I said, dude, if you don't give me money back, I'm going to sue you, and blah, blah, said all this stuff. And then the guy, little Elmer Fudd looking fucking dude, just go, you never get your money back. Remember this other fucking fat fuck. I was going, well, how much money you got in your pocket from the other ones? Give me that money. And he goes, you ain't giving me that money. Come and get it. Like to see you try. Right? It was like one of those moments. And there was like 5 of us. And we could all beat the shit out of the guy. But you know what's going to happen. You're going to beat the shit out of him. Okay? Then we're not going to get him money. We're going to go to jail. They're going to sue us for assault. There's just no way to win. The only way to win a fight, once you're past like high school, once you become an adult, the only way to win a fucking fight is you have no money and you have nothing to lose. And you're homeless. That's the only way to win it. Because then you're going to get arrested and you're going to go to jail, and at least now you got a place to stay for the night. You get some meals, you don't have to beg for food. Other than that, you're going to fucking lose. Because I sat there, kept trying to do the math, going, how the fuck, having those violent things, I'm sure there's a fucking tire iron in the car. If I smash both these guys over the fucking heads, which I'm not going to do. I've never done anything even remotely that violent. But you're so fucking mad when you're getting fucked out of money. You start having these fantasies. And just because it makes you feel better of just thinking of caving in the side of their fucking heads, I just kept trying to do the math on how we would get away. And you just can't do it anymore. Back in the day, you could do that. You could jump on your horse and fucking ride away. It was over. There wasn't some miner with a cell phone fucking camera and your horse had a license plate on its fucking tail and you were screwed. You were done. Somebody following you with the fucking drone, and there was just no way. There was no way to do it other than to just take my loss, and then I was going to quadruple it. And God knows what else, and the kind of people that would do to us what they did to us. I was like, what would they do in a court of law if I was actually guilty of doing something to them? You know what I mean? So I let go of it. I said, fuck it. It's a loss. Who gives a shit? We'll make it up. We'll come back at some other time. We'll go again. Fuck it. And every time I would go to let go of it, start to let go of it, fucking Paul Verzi, the half Sicilian part of him, who can never forget anything like that, would call me up and just get me he'd get me all riled up again. I'd be like, Paul, you got to stop doing it. And he would sit there calling me up like he's Sammy the Bull, if Sammy didn't fucking sell out. And I'm fucking the other guy there. What is it? Whatever, the Teflon Don there. I almost said Giuliani. John Gotti. And he would call me up just telling me what he was going to do to that guy's house. And of course he didn't do it. And he's not going to do it. He's married. He's got 2 kids. But he would call me up, and he'd get me going again. He did this for fucking years. Now it's just a joke. Now it's just like once a year he'll call me up and be like, hey, dude, not for nothing, but I thought about this again the other day. I was thinking not even fucking saying anything to you and just going down there and then just calling you up and being like, hey, Bill, it's done. It's done. And I go, yeah, and right there, you'd call me up and then you'd say something over the phone. And because it's not illegal now to listen to people's phone calls, right there we would get caught. You would have to do, Paul, is you would have to go down and do it, know that you did it, and then not say anything to me ever until one day maybe we were out to fucking sea in international waters. And then even then we'd have to go to the back of the boat when the engines were on. You'd have to put your hand over your fucking mouth like fucking Joe Pesci and De Niro in Casino, and then you could tell me, oh, by the way, I burned down that guy's fucking house. So anyway, I don't even know how the fuck I got onto that story. I don't think I ever told you guys that story because I was so fucking mad about it for years. I know what I was talking about. I was just talking about going to all these different games. So beware of that. If you ever go to the Masters, unless you have a really good hookup, if you're just going to buy from a regular person, try to keep it at 2. Because what happened, because we were a group of 5 and they didn't have enough badges, they decided like we're going to have one group fucking pissed at us rather than having, 3 groups of 2 fucking pissed off. I forget how many we had. It's just like, all right, we're just going to have, this is one group of people that will bitch as opposed to having like, oh yeah, they fucked me over. They fucked my group. So it was just us complaining. Actually, I think there was one other couple too. I don't know. I got to stop talking about it because it's going to get me fucking mad again, those goddamn cunts. You never get your money back. Oh, God. Oh, it's fucking Elmer Fudd. And then the other, the fat fuck redneck, this stupid orange shirt. I still remember his big god. He had this big fucking beer belly. Oh, my God. Oh, the beautiful sound of a bat hitting all that flesh. Oh, that would have been heaven. But, that's not what you're supposed to do as an adult. And who's kidding who? I've never done that to anybody. And I would have been like, I would have alligator armed it and I just would have made him mad. Then he would have smothered me with all that fucking hillbilly fat and I would have lost. And I would have been out the money. Then I'd be leaving with grass stains all over myself. It would have been horrible.